majorities can get together and suppress the minorities, and that is what we should have prevented. But now we have a form of dictatorship, of majority rules. Rights are now relative, and we have a lot of clout in Washington and have powerful lobbyists. Unfortunately, they're ruling today. Because of that, those individuals who benefit from the system that we have of money and spending, when they get into trouble, guess what? Because they're in charge, they get the bailouts, and they dump all the debt and the problems on the American people and on the middle class. That is but this system, back in the Woodrow Wilson era, with the monetary system changed, the tax system changed, the foreign policy changed, and gradually we have lost our republic. There's not a whole lot left. Now we're coming up with these dictatorial mandates from the executive branch, assassination of American citizens, the arrest by the military, and this is both by the president taking his power, usurping the power on his own, plus the Congress delivers powers to the executive branch. This is one thing where I would be different. I would not be a president that would want to, think I could, or think I should run your life. That's not the job of the president. Assuming responsibility for oneself is very, very important. We can never accept the notion, which exists today, that the government can protect us against ourselves. Governments can't do that. Right. If the government accepts that role of protecting us against ourselves, that means the government has total control over our life. We no longer own our lives. We don't own our liberty. And of course, under those conditions, we no longer own the fruits of our labor. We should have a natural right to our lives, our liberty, and to all the fruits of our labor. The principles in the Constitution and the beliefs of the founders were not that complex. The Constitution, it's a small little document. We all can read it and we can all understand it. The truth is, the bills that we have in Congress, 99% of them are written, we're not one member in Congress has the vaguest idea what the bills are saying because they're written by others and they're so complex. It was easy, I admit. I couldn't understand it, but I had a rule. If I couldn't understand them or if I had the slightest hint they were unconstitutional, it was very easy. Just vote no. We have a government that is out of control, and it's up to the people. The government does really reflect the people. It isn't like you can say it was all the president's fault, it's all the Congress's fault, it's all the Supreme Court's fault. What we have in Washington is a reflection of many, many years of disinformation in our educational system, in our political system, and that has to change. John Adams said that if you do not have a moral people, the Constitution won't help us that much. And in many ways, we have allowed this to happen. So it is the responsibility of the people, we the people. But this is where I'm encouraged. We the people are waking up, we're sending a message, and it's getting louder